And I want to switch gears a little bit, and we are going to speak about the Education of Cosmetology. With me this morning is the owner and director of the Cosmetology Academy of the West Indies, Wynette Husbands. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, and thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for being here this morning. You know, it's very interesting to hear about cosmetology on the whole. Now, my experience with makeup has only started since I started being on this show. You know, in the morning we have to get our makeup done, and I haven't had much experience with that beforehand. But one thing I noticed is that different makeup artists have different techniques. You know, so it's always been a question for me. I wonder, like, how they learn, how did they go about, you know, gaining that knowledge of how to do makeup and other things that are in the realm of cosmetics. So you could answer those questions for me today.
Yeah, well, some people would have done formal training. Some people would have done YouTube training.
Right.
But in terms of different techniques, you really have to work with the features, the person's features, to really give proper makeup, because you don't want to change somebody's face.
Right.
So techniques would differ based on the facial structure.
What would you say about things like contouring and stuff? Because, you know, we've seen different before and after photos of people online that, you know, with their face without makeup, and then they had makeup done with contouring and stuff. And sometimes it appears to change the structure of the face. You know, it makes some people look slimmer. It makes their cheekbones appear more defined, things like that. What would you say to that?
Okay, well, contouring serves just that purpose, to change your features. Sometimes you'd want to highlight a particular aspect of someone's face. For instance, if you have someone with a round face, you might want to give them a more oval looking, and they may not have a cheekbone visibly. So that's what the contouring will do. Right. Create an illusion, giving the person that kind of look. But once you have your natural cheekbone and all of that, contouring is not very necessary. And if you do it, it should be minimal.
That takes I'd say that takes a lot of artistic skill. Do you have to be somebody who's artistically inclined to be a makeup artist, you'd say?
Not necessarily, but it's an asset.
Definitely.
Yeah. Definitely.
So let's talk about the evolution of cosmetology over the years. What have you seen with your own eyes?
Well, it has grown tremendously, and different aspects of cosmetology come into play. Years ago, you know, you're more focused on hairdressing, and then nail technology became a big thing. Makeup became a bigger thing, and now there's aesthetics also coming on the scene, which is a very necessary part of it, because you have to take care of your canvas in order to be able to paint.
Right.
So therefore, it's necessary to take care of your skin. So the aesthetics program is developing a lot, and it's a good thing. And you even find men getting involved, which is also necessary, because sometimes men think that things like skin care and facials and so on is not necessary.
That's a woman thing, you know.
That's right.
That's
a manicure
or
pedicure.
Right.
If you tell a guy, oh no, that's not a man thing.
Right.
But more and more people are getting educated, and you know, more and more you see men are involved in the whole beauty industry.
Yeah, because we all have skin, right? And
exactly.
Skin needs care. You know, nails need care. Your hair needs care, and all like that. So you know, I think at least now the mindset is changing toward it, and people, more men especially, are getting engaged in personal care.
Definitely so.
So with the institute, I see, you know, there's different things that are being started earlier in the education system. What would you say about cosmetology being introduced into the secondary school system?
It is in the secondary school. As a matter of fact, I taught secondary school for a number of years, over 25 years. And I was given a scholarship by the government of Trinidad and Tobago to go away and study cosmetology, to come back and teach in the system. During that time, they were the TechVoc program was being developed heavily. That's when they had the senior comprehensive schools. So they had a number of different subject areas. And because cosmetology was not one that was, fully developed, the government sent people abroad to study cosmetology and came back into the system. And it has been in the system for a very long time.
But now you have the Cosmetology Academy of the West Indies that, addresses, that need. So, they no longer need to be sent abroad for the education, but you could provide that education.
Well, yes, I would say that. One of my dreams, actually, when I got that scholarship, was to open a school. And when you're young and all excited about things, I thought that when I came back to Trinidad, I would have been able to open a school, but that wasn't so. It took a number of years developing a lot of training, a lot of experience in order to be able to now open a school. And I now see the benefits because, for instance, having done training, worked in the industry, taught, did work with the NTA by developing standards, work with the YTAP, wrote examination papers for NEC, corrected papers, had my own salon.
And a breadth of experience and knowledge that you're now injecting into the industry here. And with that, I want to thank you so much. We have to close off, unfortunately. We have to stick a pin in it right there. But I have been chatting with Wynette Husbands, who is the owner and director of the Cosmetology Academy of the West Indies. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.